good evening. This is Dr. Sahay from IPEM Ghaziabad. I am a faculty of Human Resource Management and Organizational Behavior. In my last video, I had discussed a topic, motivation from organizational behavior. So I will be continuing today with the topic motivation with the remaining theories that we could not discuss in the last video. So I will be starting with McClelland's 3 motives. In the last video, I just gave an overview of McClelland's theory. Now this theory is also known as McClelland's needs theory or McClelland's 3 needs theory, because McClelland has given 3 needs in his theory. He has mentioned 3 needs, and you youth of today, students of today may be surprised to know that McClelland conducted his research for 30 long years. He conducted a research for 30 years to arrive at the conclusions of this theory. So today when we are getting so impatient with things, we can just imagine the level of perseverance that researchers do have. David McClelland was an American psychologist, and he is known for this theory of need. Now there are, as I told you, there are 3 needs that are mentioned by McClelland. These needs are need for achievement, as mentioned here in the slide. You can see need for affiliation. So can you see the slides here? Need for achievement, need for affiliation, and the third one is need for power. Yes. So these are the 3 needs, not necessarily in this sequence. So what McClelland has said is that all these 3 needs are present in each one of us, and also that these needs are present at a subconscious level. We might not be knowing ourselves that which need is dominant in ourselves. So when we try to test this out, I'll discuss this later, how we try to test this out, because very often we are unaware of what need is dominant in ourselves. Now, when we talk of the need for achievement, what are we talking about? Achievement means desire to succeed, the need to succeed. That is the need that is dominant here in such people when we say that they have the need for achievement, that is dominant, that works with them. So these are the people who want to succeed, who want to excel, who want to achieve. And there could be some kinds of people who are low in this need for achievement. They will not have that drive to achieve or excel. You can find them to be laid back, you can find them to be lethargic, and you might find them to be more into fun making and merry making with friends. So there might be some other need that is dominant in them. Another need that we are talking of is need for affiliation. Need for affiliation is desire for satisfying relationships. So here the need focuses on friendly relationship, on good relationship with others. So here we try to maintain good relationship at workplace. That is our priority. So here we are talking of that is our priority. Rather than having influence on others, rather than exercising power on others. Now here what happens when there is a person with a high need for affiliation, the person might be a very good team player, because the person doesn't want others to get angry with him, others to get isolated, or himself or herself to get isolated. So he will want to always be in a group of people, not to be isolated, and to be accepted by others. So that is the dominant need in that person. Now here what happens, sometimes because of a fear of losing this group, of losing acceptance in a group, they might be taking a step back when there is a need for exercising power. They might be promoted to a higher position when the person is a leader, is the manager of the others who are subordinates. So there, when this need is dominant, the person might not prove to be a very good manager. So we have seen as a research result that these are the people who are least efficient managers. Now when we talk of the third one, this is the need for power. Now what is power? Power is the need to control others. So the desire to control others. So here you are talking about controlling others, and also when we talk of influencing, what does this mean? We want to influence others means we want the other person to behave in a way we want them to. So what we want, that the other person should behave in a way I want the other person to behave. So that is the inner desire here, that is the need here, and that is called the need for power. When we talk of extremes, when we talk of extremes in terms of need for power, we can mention a person like Hitler with extreme need for power, where it is very, very high, so high that you are loathed, you are disrespected from inside, you are hated by people. But then it doesn't mean that people with need for power are not good managers. On the contrary, these are the people who are the best managers in organizations, those who have the highest need for power. Now why? The question is that those who have the highest need for achievement also could be very good, could be the best. But what happens is that they have the highest need for achievement, but then they are more interested in their personal achievements. They might be best entrepreneurs, but not maybe the best employees or best leaders and best managers in the organization. So they are more interested in their personal achievements rather than organizational achievements many times. So that is when we are talking of the need for achievement. Now again, as we said, that all these three are present in each one of us. The question is, which one is dominant? Which one is working more? And also, as I said earlier, this lies in our subconscious state. So it's not that easy to measure the kind of motive that is dominant in us. So what are the most common ways to measure it? The most common way is, to maybe depict some pictures and ask a person to write on those pictures or to choose the pictures, things like that. So from there we interpret what kind of motive is dominant. Then there are also some, you can say, exercises or some games through which we try to find out the dominant need. Again, I would like to mention, those who have a high need for achievement, they try out things where there is a probability of succeeding around 50-50. So you can say there is around a 50% chance of succeeding. Then only they try things. They don't like to try out things where there is no challenge, that is 100% or 90% surety of succeeding. So they don't want to try out such things because the challenge doesn't lie there. And also, when it is a very remote chance of success, there also they don't want to waste their time. So they work very intelligently, they want also challenges, so they are trying to try out things where there is a probability of around 50% of success, so somewhere around that. And so there are also some management games wherein we try to find out with how much risk the person is going to try out things, with how much probability of success the person is going to try out things. For example, there is a ring game. There also we see the kind of distance a person is choosing for putting the ring in the ball or the goal. So from that we interpret what kind of need is dominant in one person. So that is all about Macmillan's three needs theory. And if we get time, we can move to Victor Behaviour's expectancy theory. Now I'll just give a brief overview of Victor Behaviour's expectancy theory. Here we can see on the slides, if we can see the slides, yes. The first step here is individual effort. The second step here is individual performance. organizational rewards, and fourth is personal goals. Now here, what are these? Victor Viru has given here three terms: expectancy, instrumentality, and balance. Okay. Expectancy is the effort-performance relationship. Instrumentality is performance-reward relationship, and balance is rewards-personal goals relationship. So we look into all these to find out the level of motivation that a person has, and I'll get into the details of this in my next video lecture. That is all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video lecture. Thanks everyone.